Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game here at the UFC PI, being joined by the legend himself, Mr. Diego Sanchez. Good to see you. I know you were reaching in for the handshake.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Well, I know you were just in the sauna with the Schmo, meditating from what you learned from the School of Self-Awareness. Can you talk a bit more about that?
You know, meditation, the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit, it's all one big thing. And if you're not training it, it's probably getting a little weaker, getting a little older, getting a little tired, a little fatigued out. So you have to put the time and the energy into these areas also. The sauna adds different variables like the heat and less oxygen. And you saw Schmo getting all hot in there, all hot, getting his glasses were burning off his head. But this is a big part of what we do in School of Self-Awareness, is just bridging the gap between the mind, the body, the spirit, and awareness.
So you would say it changed your life, right? And since meeting Josh Fabia?
You know, people nowadays, they're not used to hearing the word mentor because most don't have one. And mentors are very rare to come by nowadays. Someone that you can believe in, that you can put trust and faith in, and know, okay, this person is guiding me in the direction that I want my destiny, I want my life to go. And this is what happened with me and Joshua Fabia. It has been a beautiful friendship, brotherhood, and we are a two-man team taking on UFC, MMA, the world, and it's happening.
That's great. And to, like you mentioned, have a good mentor. So would you say that's one of your keys to your continued success and your longevity in your career?
Well, you know, I always had the passion for natural anti-aging. Yeah. I saw Randy Couture in the Ultimate Fighter house back in 2004. And this old man was outworking me. I was 22 years old and he was 44. He had some age on me, he had some numbers, he had some miles on that body, but he was still outdoing me, a young 22-year-old. And I said, all right, I said, there's something there in the mind where he allows himself to say, no, I'm not that textbook. I'm the anomaly, I am different. Those other rules just don't apply to me. I'm not that guy, I'm not the average. And so I took that with me. I learned from him, and I started to become passionate about trying to take care of myself. 20 years later, I took it as far as I could with trial and error. Try this, try that, you know, try everything. And I took it as far as I could go till I found someone that could guide me to that next level, to that next layer, peeling off that layer, finding what I truly am inside of myself, and that's the self, finding myself, finding my purpose. And now this is what I fight for, is the purpose of the platform, the purpose of truth, and all of this mission of School of Self-Awareness. What we are here to give, you know, mankind and planet Earth is just simple things that we have lost through the rewriting of time and through technology and through just losing the awareness, losing the intuition, losing the inside out. And this is what we're doing. It's just a big part of it. This is what I'm fighting for. All those people out there, all those fans, all those followers on IG, all those Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Anybody that follows and just supports what I'm doing in this Cinderella story of this fighter should have been chewed out and spit out a long time ago, because this sport is nasty. It comes with a lot of punishment. And I've been able to recover. I've been able to self-heal. I've been able to sustain a higher level of longevity that no other UFC fighter has been able to do. And at 38 years old, I am healthy and feel better than I did, sharper, clearer, mentally, physically, spiritually than ever before. this is 2020. I'm ready for this.
Yes, very well said. And you continue to inspire many others. Congratulations on your new contract with the UFC. I know you mentioned that to the Schmo in your fight next month, but you are here in town. It is UFC 246 fight week. What do you make of the fight Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone, who are fighting in your division, the welterweight division?
I love the fight. I think it's a great fight. The fans are behind it. Everybody's excited. It's a very fun, and it's just one of those fights that pulls you in. You want to see which man's destiny is going to go forward, which man's destiny is going to go back. All right, and that's what's happening. As I told Schmo, when I get into the cage, I think of it as 2 men go in, 1 man leaves. And so with this mindset, I'm just thinking, like, which guy is going to go up, which guy is going to go down. It's a great fight. I feel like Conor's going to pull it out. It could go either way, though. I definitely see this as an evenly matched fight.
Yes, it will be such a great fight. But what do you think of the current landscape of the welterweight division? It seems like there's so much going on, right? Kamaru Usman, the champion, then the BMF champion, Jorge Masvidal. What do you make of the whole landscape?
I think that there's a lot of great fights out there, and I personally love the whole idea of the BMF belt and what it did. It's building this welterweight division into something that it wasn't. Now we have this huge mega fight that isn't a title fight, but these guys are getting paid more than a title fight. It is getting treated like a title fight. So that goes to show you the entertainment value of this sport, and that there is tons of huge fights out there. And that's why I was like trying so hard for a long time for them to bring in more weight classes so that we could have these super fights. But you know, it is what it is, and we got this fight at 170. I'm a welterweight. I can't wait to watch.
Are there any other fighters after your fight next month that kind of is on your list?
Fighters on my list, it's whoever. Honestly, it's whoever they put in front of me. I trust Sean Shelby, what he's doing with the matchmaking. I like the Pettis fight at 70s. I like Nate Diaz. I like all these fights. It's just a matter of getting these guys to fight me and going out there February 15th, making a huge statement and letting people know, like, look, you know, like, yeah, July 7th was a thing. I didn't take a lot of damage. I went out there, I got out grappled, out strategied, and outsized. It was a thing. I learned from it, and I'm ready to guns blazing.
Yes. Well, you certainly seem ready, look ready, and like I said, you were meditating with the Schmo, so you gotta be ready now.
We ready now.